everyone. For our adult craft for FanCon, we will be making these cute little Soot Sprites that you can hang on a mirror, you can hang it on your window, or you can choose not to use a suction cup and just let it hang anywhere you want. Soot Sprite is from the anime Spirited Away, so if you've seen that, then you'll know what we're talking about. If not, come check it out at your local library, and you will know what we're talking about here with our little, let's see, so you can see it off my black sweater, or my black shirt, little Soot Sprite friend here. Okay, so when you come to the library to get your craft prep stuff, you are going to get a little baggie like this. Inside will be a big ball of yarn, a suction cup, a little hook to hang up your Soot Sprite at the end if you want to, and a pair of googly eyes. Additionally, you will need a pair of scissors and some glue. I'm going to be using hot glue today. I find that it's a little bit easier and also faster to adhere the googly eyes to the Soot Sprite, but if you use regular glue, that is a possibility. It's just going to take a little bit longer and also just might not be as secure. So the first thing you need to do is to get a big piece of string off of your yarn so that you'll be able to tie your little warm fuzzy together. Make it pretty long because it's also going to be the string we're going to use to hang from the suction cup if you are choosing to hang it from the suction cup, which is an optional choice at the end. So cut one that's relatively long piece right here. Make sure you keep the end because we're going to need the end of the ball. And what we're going to do with the long piece is we're going to put it right in between our two middle fingers. I'm actually going to take off my rings because they might get in the way. Okay, to put them right in between the two middle fingers so that you'll be able to tie off your fuzzy at the end. You could add this at the end, just kind of stick it through if you forgot to do it at the beginning, but I find it easier to just start with it at the beginning. And then what you do is you just hold on to the end of your black string and you're just going to wrap the string around your fingers. You can wrap it around 2 fingers, 3 fingers, all your fingers, whichever you want. It's literally just going to change the size of your warm fuzzy ball, your little puff ball that we'll be using for our Soot Sprite. So wrap it around, wrap it around, wrap it around. Keep going until all of the yarn is used. Make sure it doesn't get tangled up like mine did. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Wrap and wrap and wrap and wrap. Oh goodness. To avoid this, you could always unwrap the whole thing at the beginning before you start wrapping around. Make it a nice long string that isn't going to get all bundled up as you're turning it. Otherwise, you always could, add it to another device if you have one, if you're a knitter or a crocheter and you have something that keeps your yarn from bunching up like this. That's another option. Keep going, keep going, keep going. There we go. Got it all out. Keep going, keep wrapping, keep wrapping. If you don't want to use all the string, it's absolutely fine. Do whatever you prefer because it's going to be whatever size you make it is what it's going to be, depending on how thick you want it, how bushy you want it, how fluffy you want it. So once it's wrapped around your hand, however you use 2 fingers, 3 fingers, 4 fingers, whatever you use, once it's all wrapped around complete, you're just going to take the original piece we have put in between our 2 fingers and we're going to wrap it around the entirety of the yarn. So it's wrapped around completely here. Now, you could carefully take this off of your hands if you want to at this point. I'm just going to go ahead and tie my knot with it still on my hands. It's a little bit trickier to do, but you can do that as well. And when you have your knot secure, you can take it off and just really tie it tight. So now we have our knot right in the middle You can see the two little, almost like a flower or bow tie coming out. I'm going to double knot it. And you can see we have it relatively in the middle and the two loops on the sides. This long piece, make sure you keep it because we're going to use it to hang. And all you're going to do from here is find the loops, put your scissors in there, and cut them up so that they fluff out like that. Make sure you get all the loops. Get the other side. Make sure you don't cut the yarn that is holding it together in the center. Another loop. And you have your little fluffy Soot Sprite. From here, you can keep it just how it is, or some people like to give their little Soot Sprite a haircut, make it a little bit more of a round ball instead of like a floppy thing. Give it a little haircut. And you have your little pom-pom. There's only one more step after this, and that is to give our Soot Sprites some little eyes. So just make a little opening to put the eyes. Add 2 drops of glue. And just put the eyes right on the glue dots. Like I said, I'm using hot glue, which is kind of being a mess right now. That'll dry faster and be a little bit more secure for the eyes, but like if you want to try to use a different type of glue, just put it off to the side at this point and let it dry. Not going to worry too much about how messy that glue got, because it's all going to be frilly. And there we have our little Soot Sprite. This glue got a little away from me, but I'm sure you guys will do a better job with the glue than I did. From here, your last step is to just, if you choose to, tie the Soot Sprite, or at least just tie this little knot in the string that was original. You can cut this and make it shorter, keep it long like I did. Double knot, hang it right on there, and there you go.